Hey everyone, Simple Crockpot Cooking with Gina here. So this is not a crock pot recipe. So I did my grandma's chocolate zucchini cake, and this recipe was given to her by one of her friends. I have this big bag of recipes for my grandma and my great grandma that I have laminated. I haven't dug through them in a while, so I thought, what could I make? I had tons of zucchini given to me. I had a lot of oatmeal and some pantry stuff, and I thought, well, we'll do chocolate zucchini cake because I also have an oatmeal cake recipe. The oatmeal will keep better in the freezer than what the zucchini will, so that was why we did the zucchini cake. Now, I did not have chocolate cocoa powder. I had just like enough of hot chocolate mix for a half a cup of hot chocolate. So I dumped that in there. And I had a bag of chocolate chips. I did half the bag of chocolate chips in the cake mix, and I added some cinnamon to the recipe too because I like cinnamon. And then instead of icing on the cake, before I put the cake in the oven, I put the rest of the chocolate chips on top of the cake to kind of make a little icing as it cooks. I shredded the zucchini. I have pictures at the end of this video of like the little handheld shredder that I use. That, you know, you like shred this little shredder thingy. You can cheese on it and carrots and coleslaw like cabbage and zucchini and all that kind of thing. So that's what I used. And then also I took a picture of my grandma's recipe at the end of this, so you guys will have that. A few little food allergy tips, and also just using what you have. One, it calls for 3 cups of sugar. I only had 2 cups of sugar, so I substituted one of the cups of sugar for applesauce. Instead of oil, I melt down butter, and I use butter, but use whatever you have. You can also substitute applesauce for oil. You can also substitute avocado for an egg or a banana for an egg. So in this recipe, I have, instead of 3 cups of sugar, it's 2 cups of sugar and 1 cup of applesauce. So I did that. Then I substituted butter instead of oil, just because that's what I had. And then, but like I said in the past, you can substitute 1 avocado for an egg or a banana for an egg and that kind of thing too, if you have an egg allergy or something like that. Anyway, so then you just kind of whip it all up and pop it in the oven for about 30-40 minutes. And it's just nice, and it doesn't take very long. Like even with the bake time, it takes right about an hour. So you're talking like 30 minutes, prep, mix it up, put in the oven for an hour. It's not bad. You have a nice homemade cake. I got to use up some of the zucchini that I have. And it's just a nice little treat. Normally I don't make cakes unless it's somebody's birthday, so it's just something different, something nice, and I was able to use what I have in my pantry and feed my family. Hope you enjoy, and talk to you next time. Hey everyone, side note that I forgot to put in the video, how to know if a cake's done in the oven, because on my grandma's recipe it doesn't say how long to bake it. I usually bake between 30 and 40 minutes depending on the cake and how long it takes, etc., etc. And sometimes I do up the zucchini from 2 cups to 3 cups. That's what I did on this recipe. Also forgot to say that because life happens. It's real and I'm human. I forgot to say it. So when you take the cake out, if you take a wooden toothpick or a kebab skewer or something like that, a wooden one, you stick it in the cake and you pull it out real quick. If nothing sticks to it when it comes out, then it's done. That's how you know a cake's done. I kind of take that for granted. I just want to put that in the video in case somebody didn't know that. Now you do. Till next time.